How did Candice Patton react to provocative comments on Twitter? What did Harley Sawyer say after being fired from the show? Why did Grant Gustin's girlfriend laugh at him when he proposed to her? Hi, I'm Alex, and you're watching OSSA. Let's start with Candice Patton as Iris West Allen. Fans of The Flash love the main character's wife for her sweet and yet strong personality, but playing Iris hasn't been easy for Candice. At least once, she had to respond to a troll on Twitter who claimed that she single-handedly ruined the show because the original Iris in the comics was white. Ugh, not okay. The actress's response to it was phenomenal. Her response was simply, and got paid big bucks to do it. The troll didn't have anything to say to that. Patton has always nailed her portrayal of Iris because she's a true professional. Before joining the cast of The Flash, she acted on stage for years. These days, Candice is very famous, but unlike many other celebs, she chooses to keep her personal life under wraps. It's important for me to have boundaries. I don't want to share everything about my life with the public, she said to Hot magazine. The actress has never publicly dated anyone, but not too long ago, she made headlines for allegedly having an affair with former NBA player J.R. Smith. However, she never commented on it and remains silent about her personal life like she always does. Let's proceed to her on-screen dad. Jesse L. Martin plays Joe West, one of the few people who knew Barry's secret from the very beginning. He's always helped Barry not only to defeat his enemies, but also to deal with his feelings for Iris. Although Martin enjoyed playing on The Flash, he had to leave the show for a while because of a back injury. But after a few months of physical therapy though, Martin was back in the saddle and fans couldn't be happier to see Joe West again. Martin is pretty famous, not only for his role in The Flash, but also for playing the lead character in Law & Order. And even with all this notoriety, he managed to remain very private about his personal life. As far as we know, he's never been married and he's never dated anyone publicly. He spoke a bit about his personal life about 9 years back, and he said then, "My life now is all about looking for a lady. Failing that, I'm willing to settle for a dog. I'm now obsessed with finding myself the right dog." I wonder if he found the lady and he hides her from us, or if he ended up finding the perfect dog for himself. But in The Flash, Joe West has a girlfriend and we know her very well. Let's talk about Danielle Nicolet as Cecile Horton. Now, Nicolet started out as a recurring character, but after playing a crucial role in season 4, she was up to a regular cast member. Way to go, Danielle! Danielle loves being on the show, and not only because it makes her rich and famous, let's be honest, is a nice thing in and of itself, but she likes that with The Flash, she can influence its viewers in a positive way and help solve women's rights issues. Kids watch this show, so I feel like we have a chance to share information with our younger audience in order to shape their view of women and their future, the actress said. Nicolet is married to Mike Cussman, who works as a builder and designer. They look so happy together. Not long before meeting Mike, Danielle decided to take a break from men because she felt like she was going from one bad relationship to another. Been there, sister. But as she later revealed, taking this break helped her open up to a different kind of man and led her to finally meeting her significant other. Isn't that the sweetest thing? One more member of the West family is Wally West, aka Kid Flash, played by Keenan Lonsdale, Joe's son. He's a disobedient kid who has attitude issues and is always ready to give you a sassy remark. The actor behind the character once confessed that he enjoys portraying Kid Flash and that he has incredible chemistry with his on-screen family. It's really organic because we do feel like a family on and off screen. We hang out a lot. Candice and I feel like brother and sister. Jesse feels like our dad, Keenan Lonsdale said to Vulture. Isn't that adorable? The actor is very active on social media and he loves the fact that he can positively affect his young fans, encouraging them to stop being afraid of showing their authentic selves. 3 years ago, Lonsdale came out as being attracted to people regardless of their gender, but he refused to label himself as bisexual, gay, or whatever. For any kind of label, you then feel like if you do wake up and you do feel different, but you've boxed yourself in and everyone is saying that you have to be this way, the actor said, and added that to him, it's important to allow people to just be people. It's unclear whether Lonsdale is dating anyone these days, so we wish him the best in finding love. Now, it's time to talk about the bad guys. Harrison Wells, aka Eobard Thawne, aka Reverse Flash, is the next member we're going to discuss. Now this guy is definitely the master of playing more than one character in the Arrowverse, and fans know exactly why. Who's your favorite character out of the myriad that Cavanagh has portrayed? Share that in the comments. Now, recently, a rumor appeared that the actor was going to leave the show after the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. It hasn't been publicly confirmed yet, but a post on Cavanagh's Instagram page seemingly substantiates that he's done being part of the Arrowverse. At times brusque, sunny, capricious, and perpetually shameless, they will always be linked by a single unbreakable thread of gratitude. The actor commented on his years spent as part of the Flash team. Although Flash fans will miss him, it's no wonder Cavanagh wants to take a break from playing so many characters at once. After all, he has a wife, image editor Maureen Gree, and together they have 2 daughters and 2 sons. He probably just wants to spend more quality time with his family. Makes sense to me. Another villain all fans remember from the show is Orlin Dwyer, aka Cicada. His main goal was to wipe out all metahumans, but Flash defeated him in season 5. After leaving the series, the actor Klein went on to play another bad guy. This time in the Netflix hit drama series Sweet Magnolias as Bill Townsend. Sure, Cicada was a supervillain in The Flash, while Bill's only a cheating husband in Magnolias, but these 2 characters are actually more alike than it might seem at first glance. As Klein says, both of them are versatile, emotionally flawed characters, and it's also interesting that although the character moved on quickly after leaving The Flash, he'd return to playing Cicada in a heartbeat. But what about his personal life? Now, Klein used to date Katie Holmes, and they were even engaged before they separated. Now, he's married to travel agent Lena Rose Thifault, and they raised 2 kids together. They look very happy. Let's proceed now to Danielle Panabaker as Caitlin Snow. She's both a highly intelligent bioengineering expert and a metahuman with cryokinetic abilities, hence her name, Killer Frost. But the actress decided that she had to try one more role on the show and became a director of one of the episodes of The Flash in season 5. It was a new challenge, she described her experience. The first episode I directed had a lot of visual effects and special effects, and this episode had a ton of stunts, but our stunts team is incredible. But that wasn't the only challenge Panabaker encountered on set. She also had to hide her baby bump in season 6 because there's no way that Killer Frost could be pregnant. Danielle and her husband Hayes Robbins have been married for 3 years now, and very recently, in April to be exact, they welcomed their first baby. The actress hasn't shared any photos of her child and hasn't revealed the name yet, but we're sure that she's happy to be a new mom. The next character we'll talk about is Caitlin Snow's friend, Cisco Ramon, aka Vibe. A metahuman in the past and a mechanical engineering genius in the present, this guy provides some great comic relief in the series. The actor Carlos Valdes once shared in an interview that it's great how his character gave up his powers but still remained in the team. That's a big part of our message, is you don't have to have superpowers to be a valuable member of the team. You can have human superpowers, he said. We didn't stop loving him any less, did we? And it looks like Valdes has some kind of real-life creative superpowers because he can play an enormous amount of musical instruments. Piano, guitar, ukulele, bass, synthesizer, and percussion. Impressive, huh? And he can also sing! Before joining the cast of The Flash, Valdes appeared in many stage musicals, including High School Musical, The Wedding Singer, and Once. Now, nothing's known about the personal life of this talented man, as Carlos never shares any details about it. So we don't know whether he's single or in a super secret relationship. Moving on, we'll take a look at Harley Sawyer, who, sadly, won't return as Ralph Dibny, aka Elongated Man in the show. His racist and misogynistic posts on Twitter from 6 to 8 years ago are to blame for that. I'm not going to quote them because, I gotta say, they're gross. But at least now he did the right thing and publicly apologized for his posts, even though he was already fired from The Flash. Sawyer stated that these posts make him feel ashamed of his ignorance and don't reflect who he is now, but we have no idea whether he's telling the truth. Another thing that we could dig out about Harley Sawyer is the fact that he loves animals and that he's an avid dog lover. He often posts photos of his dogs on Instagram and they look adorable. I hope that now, when he's jobless, these dogs will keep him good company. After all, they certainly don't care about what he posted 8 years ago. And finally, we get to Grant Gustin as Barry Allen, aka The Flash, the show's main hero. The actor has enjoyed playing Barry during all these years in The Flash, and he loves how his characters develop throughout the show. But he's ready to move on and even wants to try playing a villain. I definitely want to shake things up outside of The Flash and play other kinds of things, Grant Gustin shared. Given how versatile of an actor he is, we can definitely imagine Gustin playing a bad guy, even though we're so used to seeing him as the hero. Off-screen, Grant is a happily married man. He tied the knot with his girlfriend, a doctor of physical therapy, Andrea L.A. Toma, 1.5 years ago, and, judging from their Instagram photos, they are very happy together. Here's an interesting fact about them. When Gustin proposed to Andrea, she thought he was joking and she started laughing. The thing is, he did it completely out of the blue after they finished working out on a beach. But when she realized that he was serious, she obviously said yes. The happy couple had 2 wedding ceremonies, one in Andrea's homeland of Malaysia and the other one in Los Angeles. Aren't you happy for them? What else do you want to know about your favorite show? Share in the comments and we'll make a new video about it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and say awesome!